Alright. Well, just another quick video. Just wanted to get my opinions of Doctor Who, the franchise, out there. Just because something fun to do, something creative. And I was just going to quote, I could tweet all this, but it would take so many posts. Anyways, I was looking at the list of the Doctors yesterday. And I just wanted to say that the first Doctor, William Hartnell, he was alright in it. I didn't see all those episodes. It was kind of boring, kind of grandpa-y, but it was innovative, though. It was awesome for its time, basically. Patrick Troughton, he was okay in the role, I thought. I loved his tenacity, but I didn't see all his episodes. I saw some of them. I saw a recreated one recently, too. Let me think. And then Jon Pertwee, I liked him in the role. When I grew up, I started watching the end of his run, and then Tom Baker's run from then on. I loved the Tom Baker era, that whole 7-8 years. It was phenomenal. I read a few of the paperback books, Genesis of the Daleks, the Loch Ness Monster Dudes, the Zygons, I believe, the Mask of Mandragora, however to say it, by, Philip K. Dick, not Philip K. Dick, Hinchcliffe, and Terrence Dicks, I believe. And a few of the comic books also, Doctor Who, Tom Baker in it, that was great. I saw a bunch of the specials, like when all the Doctors got together. I saw the not sped up, but like the 10-minute one that didn't make any sense much. I saw the comedy skit with Rowan Atkinson and the lady from Ab Fab. I thought it was kind of okay at first, and then got tiresome after a few minutes. Peter Davison, the All Creatures Great and Small guy, I didn't like his episodes either. I thought it was kind of boring, sort of, and bland. Colin Baker as well. Colin Baker's Doctor was wearing what I'd like to call a Joseph in the Technicolor Dreamcoat kind of look, with a frizzy hair like Tom Baker, and the same real name as Baker, but not any relation to Tom. I didn't hate him in the role. I saw a lot of his episodes, but I didn't like him so much. Sylvester McCoy, I didn't really like, actually. What I was going to say is I saw a few of his and I didn't like them so much. I liked him as Radagast the Brown in the new Hobbit movies, obviously. But I still didn't get it back then that they kind of made him look like an old Riddler or something. I don't know. And he was really short. But he had a few alright episodes. Anything with the Daleks or the Cybermen or the Loch Ness Dudes, the Zygons in them, I think they're pretty good still. I'll still watch any episode with those kind of villains in them. Classic villains, whoever the Doctor is. And then there was Peter McGann, and that was great that they brought Doctor Who to American primetime. I thought that was the best part of it. Didn't like the beginning of it when Sylvester McCoy comes out and gets killed, spoilers. And Peter McGann was okay, but he was kind of bland as the Doctor, but it was just a great idea, though, to put it on, American primetime and introduce people to it. Peter Cushing, I saw in those two movies where he played the Doctor, and they made him human, which I thought was kind of silly and wasteful. It was like, wow, and the Daleks were awesome, but, I thought the two movies were kind of pointless. Eccleston, I liked a few of his episodes. I liked the one with Simon Pegg in it and the monster on the ceiling living off of TV ratings or whatever it was. That was a good episode. But I found him a little too goofy in the role. Billy Piper was awesome as a sidekick, but I don't know, it just didn't grab me so much. David Tennant kind of reminds me, nobody will know this reference because it's kind of odd and obscure, in-joke, I suppose. But he reminded me of my friend Jimbo. Good guy, he's short, big eyes, hey everybody. But it was kind of distracting to watch David Tennant not thinking of Jimbo sometimes. Not a bad thing, but... And then there was that episode where he locked in K9 with the people. I think Sarah Jane guest starred in the episode, I'm not positive, where all the people were mushroom aliens and they were masquerading as teachers and people or something, and David Tennant's Doctor Who locked K9 in the cafeteria and then ran away to regroup. Thought that was kind of a dick move. Matt Smith, I didn't like him in the role too much. Big long face, too young to play the role, I thought. But he had a few alright episodes, In Capaldi, I haven't seen any of his episodes yet. Obviously, I'm destined to see one or two because I guess the Cybermen, actually the Daleks and Davros show up, I guess, in the Capaldi era. And I haven't seen that yet, so that should be kind of fun. I don't really know what too much to think of Capaldi, in World War Zombie Z there, or whatever that movie is with Brad Pitt. He was part of the Who, the World health organization, and now he's Doctor Who. You know, I thought that was kind of a cool, weird little thing. But I haven't seen any of his episodes. I don't know what to think of it. I thought they switched doctors too quickly. You know, like effect-wise, they didn't do the Dr. and Jekyll thing, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde thing, where they fall on the ground, light comes over them, and then they, it's a process. Like, nope. Since David Tennant, what was it, Eccleston was kind of dramatic, and then Tennant's transformation was just like, oh, there he is. It's Matt Smith, and then Matt Smith, turns around, it's Capaldi. I didn't like that. The Sarah Jane Chronicles was awesome. I love that run that they had there, the 12, 15 episodes. You have Sarah Jane, you have K9 back, even though Tom Baker wasn't around. But still, it was awesome. And also, I think overall, I got to go back and watch more Pertwee. I didn't see all of his episodes, and I thought he was pretty great in the role. He looked like he was out of time. You know, the costuming, the cars, his delivery was great, But primarily, it was just Tom Baker. I love The Day of the Doctor. That was a good one. John Hurt is the War Doctor. Tennant and Matt Smith were a great comedy team together. But, I don't know. And Tom Baker's cameo is always awesome to see in anything. Well, anyway, this is just my quick rundown of Doctor Who from my point of view. I don't know, just thought I'd share it out there. Something fun, something I was thinking of, I've been stewing on, I've been seeing things on YouTube, and things like that about the series in general, retrospectives. And just thought it was something fun to make. Well, anyway, before I forget anything, no, I guess that's about it. I think I covered it pretty well. Overall, I love the series. I'm just not a huge fan of the newer stuff. Some of the stories are still pretty good sci-fi, but I don't know. I just miss Tom Baker so much. I was so spoiled on Tom Baker, I suppose. I don't know. But I'm going to go back and check out some more Pertwee, and I think that's a good re-stumble to go across. Well, anyway, thank you very much. Peace.